Hello Union family, I'm Charles with American Workers First. Welcome back to Union Facts Friday. Today we're talking about what are mandatory subjects of bargaining. Good question. There are generally three categories when it comes to bargaining. Number one, illegal subjects. Illegal subjects are terms that would violate a law and hence cannot be entered into legally in a collective bargaining agreement. Number two, permissive subjects of bargaining. Not illegal or mandatory, but allowable if both parties are willing. If one of the groups doesn't want to engage in bargaining on that topic, there is no recourse of filing an unfair labor practice. And finally, number three, mandatory subjects of bargaining. Mandatory meaning that if either party presents a proposal, it must be discussed. That does not mean an agreement has to be made, but it must be bargained in good faith. Mandatory subjects may be bargained to impasse. Impasse being a legal term for when the employer and the union reach a point during collective bargaining where further negotiations would be pointless. Some of the mandatory subjects of bargaining are wages, overtime, premiums, hours and schedules, holidays and sick days, the grievance procedure, bonuses, jury duty on-call and severance pay, promotions, discipline, pensions, health insurance, dental and vision plans, codes of ethics, work-related injuries, seniority, breaks, job duties, and even meals to be provided by the employer. It's important to know what can be unilaterally changed. Unilateral changes mean alterations and provisions of the contract without the consent of all the parties involved, and what's required to be negotiated prior to modifying unionized employees' terms and conditions of employment. If the company refuses to bargain over mandatory subjects in good faith, then the employer has committed an unfair labor practice which can lead to investigations by the National Labor Relations Board. Mandatory subjects are extremely important as anything not on the list can be a stonewall for reaching a fair agreement. The lack of requirements of bargaining for retirees is especially troubling as those are the people who paved the way for workers previously and also the employees who helped the company succeed in the first place. Thanks for joining us on Union Facts Friday. We'll see you next week, and until then, keep demanding that American workers get put first.